Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of Virtue's Last Reward, or VLR, or Zero Escape's Virtue's Last Reward. Last episode, we basically finished out the room for once. The GAULEM Bay is what the room is called. And we're talking to a golem. Apparently, the robots woke up and they said that they were a thing, and then we've been at a lengthy conversation with this guy. And he's working for Zero Jr. apparently, and yeah, that's pretty much the case. I don't really have anything else to say besides the fact that we should finish this conversation and move along. I think we're closing in on the end of this flow soon. Yeah, so if you can tell from this particular part, we're about to kind of get close to at least 2 of the endings, but we'll see what happens.
つまり
ゼロウサギはメインコンピューターにとっての主体で、ゴーレムはその手足ってことになるわけですね。
Yep.
そういうこっちゃ。
Silence.
難しい話したせいか肩こってもうたわ。
I mean, how can you feel the stiffness if you're a robot? Literally. You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
さっきは腰が痛いとも言ってたわね。
ああ、せやな。腰もごっつ痛いわ。整備の途中でほったらかしにされてもうてな。
Maintenance check.
もう何年もこのベッドに横たわったままやったんや。
Years? How the hell? Oh, actually, no. Maybe he has an internal clock we wouldn't see or know.
せやから腰の関節の油が切れてもうてもうミシミシ言うててほんましんどいわ。
Interesting. So he feels pain.
でも、なんで突然動き出したりしたんですか？
何言うてんねん。あんたらがこの体の電源を入れてくれたからやないか。
Yeah, and we couldn't turn him off either, so it's like... I guess he just sat there waiting for us to finish our puzzle before he talks to us, I guess. Oh yeah, that button on top of the safe.
せや。
それじゃあ私たちと一緒に来てもらえる？他のみんなにも会わせたいし。
アリスはん、残念ながらそれは無理な相談ちゅうもんや。わしは今この電源ケーブルが届く範囲内でしか移動することができへん。
I don't see the cable, but I had an assumption he had a cable in his body that is attached to whatever to power him on.
体の中のバッテリーがいかれてもうてな。整備をされてたんもそのせいなんや。ちなみに他の連中も同じやで。
Yep.
バッテリーは切れとるし、電源ケーブルも接続されとらんから全く動くことができへんのや。
You know, I was thinking like they would have like some sort of like archaic style of like these power lines on the top of the ceiling, kind of like from Wolfenstein. What was it? Old Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, I think it's called. Yeah, like when I was playing that game on the channel, like, check it out if you are interested in that game. There's some of these robots that have like wires that move. The robots move with like on a patrol basis, and they have like their wire attached to the ceiling that has like a certain line, so they only can follow that course, which is cool. But I mean, it could also work the same way for this particular factory, if anything. I see. Soka. So, you aren't gonna answer my question.
はあ？何やったっけ？
I asked you how your shoulders can be stiff if you're a robot.
ああ、思い出したわ。せやけどそれってそないに大事な質問か？
Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
好奇心か。ええ言葉やないき。ロボットの胸を熱くさせるビビッドなフレーズや。よーしゃ、わかった。ほんなら教えたる。 ロボットは肩が凝るのか。ロボットにとっての痛みとは何なのか。
Yeah, I was asking that question. It's like, how do you feel pain? You're a robot.
中国語の部屋中思考実験の話知っとるか。
Oh, it's the thing that we read on the document, isn't it? Yeah, we got the golden document in the last episode, I think, or the episode before. I can't remember which one. And basically it talked about the Chinese room where, like, it's like a philosophy of how... Oh god, it was an explanation. I just forgot about it. Oh no. It was like how you can feel something, but you really truly don't feel it, kind of thing. I forget if that was the case. Let me double check this. Man, it's been a hot minute. It's in the morning too, so I'm a little bit out of it because my brain is not there yet. There it is. Thought experiment. Yep. Philosophy, of course. Where AI. Darn it. How can we know human minds are not in essence Chinese rooms? Can we really say we understand things we say, or are we just... So yeah. So basically, there's this saying that, do we truly understand that what we're doing has a purpose that is not feeling like a robot and artificial intelligence? How can we not see our minds as artificial intelligence, and that, like, are we truly human, kind of thing? It's a weird philosophy thing. But anyways, without waiting for an answer, Golem launched into his explanation. Somewhere a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room, which she kind of looks like Luna, which is kind of scary to me because I'm hoping it's not Luna, just by chance, but I mean it could be. The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slide slips of paper to the girl. On the pieces of the paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the question says. But how could she? But then how could she? She's never learned Chinese apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college. She never even heard of it. So, for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that paper back through the slot. Once the Chinese question begins to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself, why I can't read these at all. Whatever I am to do. It is at that moment that she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that they are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation on what anything means, but shows Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? The questions keep coming. More and more and more of them. She finds the set of characters that corresponds to the set of characters of the paper and carefully writes out the indicated response. How is it going? It's awful. Please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here they gave her some twice-cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach likes it very much. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14. He was a grade ahead of me in school. What color of underwear are you wearing? Black. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with the pan you cooked. That twice cooked pork in. All of these questions were written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase books onto the slips of paper, with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she never even kissed a boy. Also, she's wearing white underwear. Why do I need to know about the white underwear thing? What is this? This is some weird, like, stuff anyways. Anyway. I mean, this is read in the voice of the robot, of course. I'm not going to read that. I'm just pretending like I'm reading it off like Sigma. So it's just like I'm reading it in that way. I don't get it. Why, like... I guess it does make sense, though, because AI is only getting fed that information, and AI doesn't really know. Like, I think it's not really an AI to begin with. Like, that's not the idea. It's the idea that AI acts that way, but it's not in the idea that, you know, AI knows what it's doing. Like, you feed it information. If the information is a direct answer to the question, obviously they're going to just use that, because there's no other thing that they can use, because their knowledge is very finite, in a sense. Which is funny, because AI has been a topic these days, a hot button topic in the tech world now, in the tech world and even entertainment world. How do you know I'm not AI? But like, it's just like, I think it's a hot button topic because people are still barely understanding it. Not enough people have kind of thoroughly done research or taken classes for it. I myself taken one class, but it's not like for specifically like every subject matter for AI related stuff. I've seen people use AI stuff for like games, obviously, and games do need to have AI in them, because that's how we developed, you know, enemies in games. You know, like, how do you expect enemies to shoot back at you when you shoot at them? Or when do you think that the NPC responds to your response? That's an AI response kind of thing. Well, actually, not fully AI, but like it's a small AI kind of thing. Like, it's scripted in a sense, almost. But anyways, point is, AI is important to video games as much as like AI is important in some aspects, but obviously we shouldn't be using it all the way, because this is a pure example of like people are just going to give you hands down terrible like answers that aren't true to the person at all. So it's like, okay, well, you kind of screwed up your information. So
なんや
yeah, sorry, I just like that. I like that particular line every time. It's kind of like an annoyed what kind of thing.
そのイギリス人女性のいい子って超絶的に可愛い必要があるんでしょうか？
ない。単なるわしの趣味や。なんちゅうか、そう考えた方が想像力を駆り立てられるやろ。
Exactly.
え？
Really, Sigma? You had to say it like that.
まあ、とにかくわしの言いたかったことはこういうこっちゃ。もしも外にいる中国人たちが室内のファイルの存在を知らんかった場合、彼らはきっとこう思うはず。
Oh, that's interesting.
この部屋の中には中国語のわかる人間がいるあるよ。
Dumb.
てな。
I see. I mean, that also makes sense, because like, if you think about it in the internet sense, like, let's say the AI is plugged into the internet, they can clearly get everything they want, as long as they can just get the thing. Like if they can figure out how to get the thing, they'll get to it eventually, because there's a pure source of information that will be there for them to grab a hold of it. And I know the internet is just that powerful. You can find literally any information you need, except for people's personal information, obviously. Unless you dig very deep or try to, like, I don't know, hack into something, which is kind of weird and crazy. But, like, in general, I'm just saying, like, there's just, like, if this is general information that's public and known to people, they'll probably grab as much of it and just give it to you in a much more concise way that you asked for the thing. It's kind of crazy, though. It's kind of crazy that it's kind of like, if whatever information, and that's why I think that's why I'm saying it's finite. Like, the knowledge of an AI is finite. If you give this much amount of books on the wall, that's the information they can only use, and their own personal, like, memory history thing. But if it comes to, like, translation of language, then of course it's gonna be different.
きっちりと会話が成立しとるわけやから、そう思うのは当然のことやろ。
Sorry, I was waiting till the thing spawned up. Okay. Interesting. But what does that have to do with your shoulders? Or a robot feeling pain?
わからんかな。わしが痛みを感じるのは、この体にトラブルが発生した時や。このままではあかん。正常に動くことができへん。最悪の場合は根本的にぶっ壊れてまうかも。そんな時にメインコンピューターは、これはよろしくない事態であるっちゅう判断を下すわけやが、それがわしにとっては、不快であるイコール痛みとして認識されることになるんや。要するに、この状況においては、こんな風に反応を返せっちゅう仕組みが機械的にプログラムされてるわけやな。
Oh, interesting. Okay, so basically the computer has a sensory thing here, almost like a human nerve, where it just sends back the information to his head saying, "Hey, it's pain." I think that's what it is that he's trying to explain it as. He could have just simply talked about that instead of Chinese room. Chinese room is like, what the heck, dude? It just randomly interjected a random thought bubble into the game. Or a lengthy thought bubble, rather. I don't know. I just don't like the fact that they're going so hard into like these pseudosciences in the middle of nowhere. Or, well, technically, it's pseudoscience mixed with real science of like technology. But like, I'm not a big fan of this. It just keeps it is going at length over something that isn't gonna become important at all at the moment. Maybe it becomes important because of the fact that it talks a little bit about Zero Jr. in a way because he's an AI. So does that mean that Zero Jr. has a finite information of stuff that he's given, you know? And then it's like, how does... And he does evolve, in a sense, by listening to us and looking at all the possibilities that everybody goes through to their death or to their doom. But, like, in a weird way, like, why is this a matter of importance for us to understand this guy as well as his story when we can just move on and not have to think about it? Because it doesn't really change much of the story.
ほら、同じやろ。さっきの中国語の部屋の話と。
じゃあ、ロボットにとっての痛みは、やっぱり人間のものとはまるっきり違うわけね。
なんでやねん。なんでそうなんねん。肉体を維持していく上で不都合である、そういう事態が発生した時に人間は痛みを感じるんやろ。全く一緒やないか、わしらロボットと。さらに言うと、ロボットの自我と人間の自我にも大した違いはないのかもしれへん。わしらゴーレムは複雑な回路をすっ飛ばして考えると、小部屋の中に閉じ込められたいい子はんみたいな存在や。せやけど人間かて同じかもしれへんやろ。誰かの問いかけを耳にしたとき、それに見合った適切な答えを頭の中のデータベースから引っ張り出してるだけかもしれへんやん。それは証明不可能やし、そもそも証明する必要さえないんや。なぜなら、人間がごく普通の日常生活を送る上で、他者の中に自我があろうがなかろうが、そんなもんはどうでもええことやからや。重要なのは、隣にいる誰かが人間らしいかどうか、ただそれだけやねん。その誰かが人間らしく見え、人間らしく振る舞い、人間らしく会話を行っていれば、それだけでもう十分なんや。
So he's just saying that if you think it's a person, acts like a person, talks like a person, then it's probably a person. I see. So he's just kind of saying, like, all these elements that kind of perceives as a human, all will come down to being ultimately saying that that thing is a human or that person is a person. Which is kind of a weird, congruent sort of style, like, logic. So like so if it has feathers, if it had wings, if it cocks. Okay, that's a weird way of saying it. If it barks, no, it doesn't bark. No, if it chirps, then it's a bird. Like it's like if you have these three particular elements, it's a bird. But like, what happens if that bird is not flying? Then it's still a bird because lo and behold, it's the chicken. It's like, I don't know. I feel like that kind of logic is dependent on how it feels. Like it's very, 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 very contextual, and it's never guaranteed that the thing we want is to be expected the way we want it to be. So, I guess, who knows? I'll be right back though, because I need to clear my nose again because it's irritating me. Anyways, I'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's continue.
人が普通に生きていくだけならな。
I was like, can we leave now? I'm like, we're done with this talk, isn't it? This conversation, I hope this conversation doesn't blow through 2 episodes or 3, because this is not needed. I still don't think this is needed. Hey, can I ask you something?
どうぞ。
Why'd you stop us?
ああ、せやな。肝心の目的を忘れるところやったわ。久しぶりに人と話したもんやから、うっかりと饒舌になってもうて。
いいからさっさとその目的とやらを言いなさいよ。
ああ、実はな、あんさんたちに一つ教えてやりたいことがあってな。
教えてやりたいこと？
I'm trying to hear what the character said. I think they said oshite goto? Shigoto? I think they're saying that there's an instruction job, or like he's instructing them a job or something like that.
ああ、せや。わしは今こんなみっともない姿を晒しとるが、これが完成形っちゅうわけやないんや。そこにおる連中たちも同じ。骨格がむき出しになった形で並んどるが、ちゃんとまともに働いてた時にはあんな姿をしとったわけやない。
I mean, they are clearly skeletons.
ABTA っちゅう特殊な人工生態組織があってな。
Okay, are you guys telling us to get yourselves? You want us to make you guys more Terminator-like?
それを骨格の上に外装したもんが、わしらゴーレムの本来あるべき姿やねん。そうして ABT を外装したゴーレムは人間の見た目とほぼ変わらんもんになる。皮膚の質感、毛穴、わずかな体毛やニキビの跡まで再現されとるから、おそらく近づいてみても区別することはできんやろ。ちゅうか実際に
What? What? Just randomly now?
命令違反発生。
Oh? Oh, don't tell me the robot was trying to access a corner of something and then they accidentally triggered something.
ゴーレムの暴走を確認しました。
What?
プロダクト ID GLTM KM506
KM. Yeah, they said CM, it's actually KM.
緊急停止処理を実行します。
Oh no, he's gonna get deactivated. Oh.
KM506 沈黙。
Wow, they just short-circuited his
そ
ass.
の他のゴーレムに異常はありません。通常の監視モードに復帰します。
Jeez. Did Zero just shut him down?
そうみたいですね。
Damn it. くっそ。
それにしても一体何を言いかけたのかしら、ゴーレム。
シュウカ、実際に。
Right in the middle of what? Probably the text, because there's like two rooms with like big, large red text. So I'm guessing like the milkman goes to comedy kind of thing. So it's like maybe the middle of those words are what we need to take from the thing. And then there's another room, another warehouse room. There's another warehouse room in the first playthrough that we went through that had some sort of like line, something like that. How many time left?
アンビデックスゲートが開放されました。
Oh, wow. They just went ahead of us.
アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り45分です。
What the hell?
別のチームが先走ったんだわ。
Crap. Why would they do that?
とにかく例の倉庫に戻りましょう。
I think they're doing it because they're trying to get the hell out of here. Like, it's clear that, like, two individuals already are very close to getting out. No matter what it is, they're both gonna try to get out of here before anybody can, actually. Sorry. Right, let's go. So this. Ikimashou. Alright, let's get out. I hate that the robot was a thing, honestly. I wasn't a big fan of the robot thing. I mean, it's cool that it's, like, trying to do something, like, different. But it doesn't feel like it felt right to, like, learn about the AI stuff. Because it's just not really helping in any of the information. Unless it's trying to do something to help explain Zero Jr. and K. Which K seems to be, like, a robot to me, honestly. But, oh, also, Quark might be still infected, isn't it? With the Radical 6? We haven't really seen the results of what happened to Quark, though. I'm betting there's gonna be some dead bodies around. Because of the fact that Quark is still kind of treating himself like as a little bit dangerous. We pushed through the magenta door and ran into the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and K. Why do they look surprised and concerned? Oi! Hey! What the hell, guys?
なんでみんなが揃う前に AB ゲートを開けたのよ。
すみません。ちょっと目を離した隙に。
ディオが。
Oh. Dio just wants to get out, honestly. I honestly think this guy just wants to get out of here.
悪いか？
悪いに決まってるじゃないですか。
どうして？みんなが集まらないとゲートを開けちゃいけないなんて約束。俺はした覚えはないぜ。
And I don't remember you being not an asshole for once, you know? Well, he wasn't an asshole to Luna at least once. But this guy has grown to be more of a freaking needle in somebody's butt cheeks. I guess that's not a great way of saying. I don't know what's wrong with my terms of saying things now. I'm feeling a little bit wacky today. Anyways, what is it? Did somebody squeeze your face together or something like that? Jeez, this guy just like likes to sour everyone's milk or something. It's just so weird to me. Dio is such a weird, like, he's a weird type of person that just doesn't really, like, he just feels evil for the pure sense of evil. Well, I've seen characters that are like super evil, but like this guy is like up there for being like, what the hell is wrong with you, buddy? This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole?
そうよ。
He's just an asshole. Maybe he is stupid too, I think. I do think there's a sense of stupidity that lives within him.
私たちはすぐに駆けつけられたからいいものの、天明寺さん、クオーク、四つ葉の3人はまだどこかの部屋の中にいるかもしれないのよ。
Sorry, I'm looking at the time. Yeah, where are they?
もしも彼らが投票時刻に間に合わなかったらどうするつもり？
別に？
I don't care. Actually, I hate that smirk. I just realized looking at that smirk, I was just like, wait, this is a stupid smirk I've seen him do every time. Anyway, I don't like this guy's smirk. It's just terrible. Anyways, There is a rule that we learned about. I forgot if it's in one of the thing here. Is it a file? Yeah, so there's a big rule. Oh man. Okay, I forgot to erase that. That was my fault. Okay, I got none now. Wait. Supplementary AB thing does not seem to really give us a text. What? Why is there no text? Do I have to read the blurry ass text? Really? Okay, whatever. Oh, we got that item. I forgot about that. So the idea is that nobody can, like... I'm trying to see if I found... I forgot where the information was. There we go. Yes, here. If a party does not make it to the voting booth, everybody gets penalized. So the problem is, I don't know exactly if this thing means that everybody, as in all 9 of us, will get punished, or if that subsection, the 3 individuals get punished. And that's my problem and concern, because this is the thing that they said about where that if Dio's doing this bullcrap, he doesn't understand that this is gonna hurt the rules. The rules gonna bite back at his ass because of how stupid he is. So that's the thing that I was remembering, because I remember that was the thing that was problematic.
どうもしやしないさ。締め切り時刻までに投票を行わなかった場合、未投票者の選択は強力に設定される。医務室で聞いたアナウンスはそう言っていた。
You wish, but we got a paper of information that says otherwise.
すると、このままあいつらが間に合わなければ、全員の選択は自動的に強力となり、3人とも2点を獲得できることになる。
No, they will get punished actually, and not only does they get punished, we also get punished, I think.
万々歳じゃないか。特に BP が1点の天明寺にとってはな。クォークと四つ葉だって9点に近づくわけだから、それはそれで悪くないだろう。つまり、俺は奴らに感謝されることはあっても、恨まれることはないってわけだ。
I am kind of curious what they're going through right now, because I know Quark got knocked out, so it's like just Tenmyoji and Clover at the moment, but if Quark wakes up and he's trying to commit self-destruction, I guess that's a better way of saying it. I don't like to say the actual word. I know what the actual word is, committing suicide, but I'd rather say commit self-destruction is better, because it sounds obvious kind of thing, like human self-destruction, I guess. But anyways. Oh, I want to continue. Alright. I'll stop here for now, because that feels kind of like it's going to be at length of a description of what Dios is going to realize how stupid he is. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I am out of time, unfortunately. I want to see what happens next, because I'm really excited to see how stupid Dio can be, because I know we're near end of this path here. The voting path is where we're at here. I mean, I'm going to betray an ally with Luna at this junction anyways, just to see what happens. I don't really care, honestly, because we're bound to hit something bad anyways, and it's not looking good for any of us anyways. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode or another lines. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, night, when I'm watching this. So otherwise, Roz